Tanya D here, and I'm so elated, beyond excited to announce that for the very first time, I'm offering my energy healing courses, which you can download from an app right to your phone, which is in itself amazing. Have me right on your phone from an app? Hello? 50% off of my courses, meditations, energy medicine, voices of the other world, uncover secrets of the other world, the energy body demystified, and so much more. Check out the venue because you have so many options, and you know I'm all about options. During my 22 days of gratitude offerings, so from the beginning of the season of Sagittarius, which starts on the 22nd of November until the 13th of December, you will see different opportunities on sale. As a thank you for being part of this otherworldly amazing village, subscribe so you can get announcements in your inbox of the gratitude offering for that day in the venue, and be sure to check back each day as these opportunities that are on sale are going to be changing each day. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Inshallah and Ashe. I just love saying that out loud. And welcome to a Freaky Friday. And I hope you had an amazing, grateful Thanksgiving. So while we're waiting for people to hop on to the show, the live stream, or listen to the replay, what's on the agenda today? Believe it or not, we're still in the streams of the new moon, which is galactic super juicy. You may feel the light of the soul's harmonic vibrating inside yourself today, from the inside of you to the outside, kind of radiating and pulsating. And you may be wondering how this could be or how this could happen. So it's the streams of our soul's harmonic that are connected to us through an element and also through our bodies. Same with all of the out of energy body centers, actually. But being in the season of beliefs, this vibration is an expansion about the beliefs we have within ourselves, maybe from another timeline, and any outdated ones will feel constraint. So if you're holding on too tightly, ever so tightly hanging onto those reins, especially if they do need to dissipate into a belief that resonates and vibrates and feels true to your core, to your soul, to your heart space. But being that we are on a soul's adventure, a spirit's adventure, if you will, this may be leading us to a treasure chest of knowledge, like our own history channel, if you will. As the history of our soul's harmonic also has the library, or the book of knowledge, the book of answers and learnings, just learning about ourselves as we grow through our own personal experiences. And the best way to burst through the soil, the moon is really added to the cosmic soup as well, still in the season of Sagittarius with the sun. So this new moon blessings has been out for a few days, maybe an attitude of inner belief gratitude. So my wish is that your heart rang the bells, or is ringing the bells, bringing to light how you feel about what your heart believes. I literally had a bell in my dream, a particular bell. So it really is a day to believe in those infinite otherworldly possibilities. And also the 22 days of gratitudes, a new gift is in your inbox. And I'm super excited, the Mongolian adventure. It's clear it's going to be August of 2023. Space is limited for that adventure, but it's on the highway, so be sure to check it out. And with that, welcome to today's Daily Snippet. I am your show host, a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. But I do go by the term holistic shaman medium, which is a merging or converging of it all. And my intention is to utilize the indigenous technologies along with the elemental realms, the highway, our original divine blueprint to navigate or initiate our soul's harmonic through these realms, elemental, imaginal, into and through the shaman's portal, and really so much more, along with the 8th energetic center, the cosmos, and the subtle realms and energies, with offerings, prescriptions, and rituals, the otherworldly kind. Rituals feed our soul, by the way, to really add to the cosmic soup, the sauce, the ingredients of our main stage container, our personal container. We all have these ingredients, along with our personal medicine and our prime directive, just assisting you in discovering or navigating your own personal inner genius, that personal medicine, the star that I believe we all are. So we radiate brilliantly, maybe reintroducing you into that essence, the magic that you are, that resides within you, so your light shines brighter, which is actually online today. My name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. And if you have yet to subscribe, of course, to my channels, please do, YouTube or otherwise. Tanya D on YouTube, at Tanya D, I guess, and the white button, along with my Musing with Tanya D podcast, the Otherworldly Insight season, out for your musing pleasure. The Friend of God, being in the season of Sagittarius. Raguel is in the house. And the Soul's Harmonic is online for the entire season of Beliefs, the Higher Philosophy. It's the 9th Energetic Center. It really got some imaginative otherworldly signs and symbols coming through there. And also I realized I did have a hiccup on my site, so the podcast is live now. But also let's give a shout out to the community, my online village and regular one, new subscribers, and to those of you that have been a part of the village since the beginning, the journey. Gratitude as well, and blessings. And also thank you for those that are tuning in on the replay. And if you don't mind, of course, hitting the bell button so you are notified, along with that white button, which kind of adds a new flavor. I don't know if you've checked out YouTube, but it does give it a different frequency. And remember, a comment or a share does get you a message for your day to get you on your way. There's no need to be shy. You can also find me on other social channels like TikTok, Instagram, and of course, Facebook. However, how's the 22 days of gratitude coming along for you? It's been kind of interesting. Noticing what triggers people is kind of fun. But a new offer is opened at midnight. Be sure to check your inbox for that, an announcement, keeping it fun. So it's this adventure. It's actually going to be fun just opening up your announcement in the inbox. So be sure to sign up and tune in. Different ones are getting sent. It's almost like the 22 days of gratitude Christmas or gifting. I think gifting should just be, we do have enough. Let's be real. But today it's the Energetic Super Bundle. That's the gift today on the highway for the countdown of the 22 days. And again, this offer ends at midnight, and then we have a new offer. And remember always that I am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are your own healer, but sometimes we do need an otherworldly perspective or a life coach to get us out of our own way. Happens sometimes. And the daily snippet, we do have cosmic energy insights. We have the elementals, and of course a message from different messengers, I should say, cards, along with the subtle energy center, which the Soul's Harmonic is on for the entire season of Sagittarius, and then we add little flavors to it, and so much more. So you may have felt that your beliefs are kind of at the forefront from the new moon moving forward. They continue to be on the rise. When you think about healing, all of the healing that has transpired within our ego self, like what have we learned authentically to be true? Did it transform a change or a belief into a new one? Maybe it's an inherited belief. So just kind of being aware of an activation of it. Maybe you want to pay a little attention as you're feeling the feels. The heart's kind of primed. It's ready to support our higher mind, our higher self, along with our 9th energetic center. Maybe you see your ego self and love how you even feel about it, not to extend or becoming too narcissistic about it. We all know what that feels like, right? Lots of those. But the world has plenty of that. And our ego self is also another tool, energetic tool, healing the ego self. So there is a lot going on. And the universe is galactic crafty at crafting the tools or the energies that we actually need. So kind of muse about the tool for you, I guess. So we're kind of adding more love all day throughout the day to our beliefs. Like of all the things, streams of love, energetic streams from and through our core processor, our heart, healing in unity or the oneness field kind of ways, energy, right? So it's like, do we believe we need more love streams? Are you loving yourself more? Are you stretching your self-love? Maybe it's getting too thin. So we're getting the upgrade, maybe learning from the wounds of a timeline, our egoed wounds. When we learn from our past, we then begin to experience the path to take, the best path for our own energetic transformation, loving our energetic hiccups and all. So then the support comes through the Soul's Harmonic to the core of our chalice, which is our heart. So the processor, which is the heart, is also lovingly believing in us to the core of our essence, the star that I believe we are. So if you have been experiencing energetic hiccups within yourself, just remember to be kind, be loving, be forgiving, lean forward, if you've read that book. Learn it and stream forward love. It's like adding cosmic bliss. If you've heard me talk about the singers of the realm, the tonalities of the singers, and believing in the season of believing, it really doesn't get much better than that. So you may get to the point like fishing or realizing something energetically profound, the crown, something new or different about yourself, maybe an old perspective or a wishing tree, even your reputation of how you see yourself. One's going to end and give birth to a new perspective. It's got stuff happening here. But there's a day for some really self exploration, maybe being a pioneer for your own self discovery. It really does remind me of the History Channel. So go to your chambers of your memoirs, whatever those are, events, people, situations, things. You could even stream back to your childhood or high school or all of those things. Your siblings, maybe you're in a rivalry, who knows? I know all about that. But what's the great thing that's standing or holding you back? What's the wall? You may see that through a different pair of eyes, maybe those rose-colored glasses. It's the universal perspective to see things through the eye of source energy, the universe. Things usually always kind of happen in threes until we get the memoir. But if we are awake enough to get the memoir, I should add, some people keep doing the same record on repeat. Don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but you may see that kind of floating, where you have a moment of self-realization or receiving a new interpretation of that moment in time from a different perspective, a universal point of view. Or maybe you explore what your heart believes about yourself to be true, to be authentic. That's transformation. That is nature. And even have you seen how far you've grown over the past year? Like, if I was to watch my show a year ago versus now, I'm sure it's very different. It's got the flavor of the Pringles, right? But you may be like me and just burst through growth through a bubble, where a bubble pops and expands and then kind of permeates and gets resettled. So kind of take in a year in review, explore your nooks and the crannies, the cracks and the flavors and all. And you may come to a new belief about yourself in doing so. Maybe where you see a different potential, a new potential. The hat of the history, the philosopher's stone is on. So seeing things through those eyes and exploring the things you believe about yourself and why you believe, or what's led you to believe what you did believe. I myself have to stay out of that. But you may see through new eyes, the galactic mountaintop perspective. Maybe you're sitting on Mars looking at things through the eyes of Mars, the bliss of the galaxy, maybe some new sounds, a galactic point of view of you, who you are, the 0 point field, maybe some restrictivelessness, if you will. So just open to accept and receive new interpretations, new signs, sigils, totems even. That's kind of what's on the line. So with that, a few announcements. And of course, I got to get my cute little flavor of the Pringles going on here on this Freaky Friday. How was your Thanksgiving? Too much food, not enough to eat it? Hello. That would be me. Okay. So we've got the rays of the sun, which I love that. Look at that, all golden and fleshy. And a chalice, a golden chalice, which I kind of found that was cool. And then I went with the horse in the water. You'll find out soon why, but I kind of had some empathy. I was like, wow, that has to be a struggle. Them little legs really kicking for the horse. Anyway, those are your options. Go ahead and comment. Whatever's flowing for you. And with that, just a few announcements. Again, the Musing with Tanya D podcast, Otherworldly Insights, a new podcast is out today. It's been out for a while, actually. The season of Raguel, but it had a hiccup, so it's now working. The Musing Moon Meditation, still on the highway, the season of Sagittarius, the new moon, because we're still in that frequency. And also the Shamanic Healing Academy, I'm still nipping and tucking, but the doors are open, so you can explore that opportunity as well. However, you can't get into the back end. It's a hub. I'm super excited to have it. You do have some options to be a part of it as well. There's a membership or mentorship options, because I'm all about options and opportunities. And for the first 20 people, not only do you get Soliciting Solitude for free, but you also get the Energy Body Demystified, along with a 15-minute intuitive divination session with yours truly, if you've yet to roll the shells, the bones. So that's all kind of a package, if you will, a gift for free for $55 a month for membership to get in, or really over $1,000 for the opportunity if you were to purchase them separately so far. Lots happening, right? Or be part of the mentorship and really taking it up a notch. That's going to be awesome. Listen to your soul, navigating your spirit. Also coaching. I do have the link for some soul coaching, if you will, otherworldly coaching. energetic spiritual coaching, soul coaching, really. I've been doing a lot more soul support coaching. And again, we do have the 22 days of gratitude, which has been super fun. Even if you're not interested, just play along and see what package comes in your inbox. See what 22 days of gratitude is all about. And we also are coming up for the Sacred Spirit Circle, the Energetic Cleansing Meditation Circle, always the first Sunday of the month. So just mark your calendar for that. The link is in the show notes. So on to the elemental highway, if you will. What do we have? Now you know why I went with the water horse. Oh, we got a water horse of a day. I was thinking a seahorse, but I saw the water horse and couldn't resist. This is a charismatic horse that's in the flow. There's lots of yang water, galactic water, that's the universe, and the water of the ocean, on the earth. But our day does need the earth, lots of earth, to give it direction and guidance for all of that water. That's a lot of water. Lots of imagination, lots of philosophical energies. That is water. So it's like exploring our dreams in depth. Like I said, there was a bell in my dream. Pretty interesting. There were several bells, but one stood out a little more. Even the depth of our ideas of what some of these warm waters may look like. The horse is wealth as an additive. It gives direction with the earth that's hidden below to be a ruler, a powerhouse for our day or the person. Even mentors that are optimistic or parents, the yin metal, and the pig. The pig is performance. So that's also kind of like, this is inner and outer performance. Like you're a big glass of water or a big drink of water. You're like water. You flow like water. Have you ever seen a water person? They really flow. They just flow like water. But it's also kind. The yang wood energy is kindness. But earth, our day does need earth to create the boundaries and the structure for the water to flow. And the horse reflects on the water. So the spirit of the person is reflected divinely back to them, or reflective, the sound of the earth, which is the Who Mongolian, rock band. That you could tone the elemental earth sound for a day like today, just to bring it in, earth. So yeah, so that's super great. So on to the messages. Again, I'll show you your options. The ray of sun we've got the golden chalice, and we do have a horse in the water. I think there's a song, right? Horse in the water? I don't know. It feels like there's a song. Okay, if you chose the rays of the sun, you get the mage, the Mage, which is another word for magician, which we also had on Wednesday, so that's pretty curious. But this is confidence, it's transformation, it's expertise. It's a sign of encouragement that you're on the right path, you're in the flow. It's also an acknowledgement for all that you have done to land in this magical space. And you have what you need to take your visions, your sight, making them land physically in reality, be physical. So the amazing, otherworldly cool thing about the Mage, is that we have one foot in this world and another in the unseen, just being able to flow between the two, allowing them to make shifts quicker than most, especially when it comes to projects that they can manifest easily because they have so many resources, water, available to them. So there's no substitute for this experience. And the Mage has plenty. Intuitive knowing, like what's going to work, assist, help, benefit, all the juice, along with what won't work. So it's a message that it's time to really step into our light, step into our power, move forward with certainty, trust in your own ability to fully embody the magic of the Mage. Super exciting. My phone's going off. This is great. And following the Mage, if you chose the chalice, the golden cup, we've got the Two of Coins, which is money, earth, the physical realm, stability. It's our ego nature. It's our foundations, even business too. And it's a Black Friday. Anybody programmed to go out on a Black Friday? I can honestly say that I haven't ever done that. Kind of interesting. But the two is the moon, filling the beliefs of the world, if you will. So it's balancing, it's delegation. The Two of Coins, it is the balancing act where big aspects of our life are kind of banging together like two chalices for attention. Maybe, you naturally adapt to all of the things that are going on. So You could be feeling at this moment that there's no real concern, but it might be a time to ask yourself, is it sustainable? If you continue on this path for another year, can you? Or if there's no end in sight, maybe you can't get through the water, what would you do to transform or change the situation? So it's time to kind of do a check-in with your body, energetic body, and your physical body, and how you need to move forward in order for the best outcome, the best possible outcome. What can you let go of? What can you outsource? I mean, I'm outsourcing, not going to lie. Maybe what needs to be done by you personally. So if the temporary situation, maybe it's temporary, free will, write it out, journal, but it's in your best interest to really create some sacred space for yourself. And it kind of signals that you may need to do some of that reflection, the fire on the water around how much you put out or how much you put on your plate. Like, do we really need to eat the full meal? So maybe you're attached to being very busy, or maybe you struggle with letting other people do things for you. How can you create more ease for yourself, more peace, more balance, integrity, love, joy, peace, happiness? So it's kind of a message that indicates a delicate balance, if you will, yin in nature, that maybe you'd mastered at one point, but it's kind of fallen to the wayside. Maybe you're no longer able to keep up. Maybe you feel frozen, completely overwhelmed. Maybe you need to put some things aside for later, shelf them, put them on the shelf. Whatever it is, not absolutely 100% necessary, should be paused so you can take time and space and pre-evaluate things. So that's great. Okay, and our final message, if you chose the horse in the water, I think there is a song, The Horse in the Water, right? The waters of the ocean. But the Seven of Swords, this is heaven's number, or at least the crown. Our prophetic visions, Neptune, the god of the ocean, the galaxy, lots of that happening. Prophetic visions, air, communication, shifting, changing, power, bravery, swords. It reminds me of a knight in a way, right? With swords, maybe the last kingdom, being ambitious, taking action. It's the air of intelligence. And of course, it's also deception and sneakiness, the Seven of Swords. So it's kind of signaling something, maybe underhanded, could be you or somebody else. Maybe they're trying to get in the way of something. Maybe they're being deceptive. Maybe there are some instances where this may be absolutely necessary, life-saving, different perspective. For example, maybe you're in a relationship with an abusive partner, or your family members are having rivalry, right? If this is you, just have faith. Your plans are going to work out. Continue to protect them. And that's, if it's not you, that's when we need to take a pause, take a breath for peace, and examine. So it's kind of a warning as well against impulsiveness that may be bubbling to the surface within us when we're trying to get away from something. Hindsight, right, typically proves that reactiveness does not bring about the most ideal result. It always reminds me of the moon in Aries kind of reacts sometimes because that's ego energy. And when we're triggered, or maybe you're wanting to be deceitful in that response. So we're kind of in the middle of an inherited pattern, if you will, and we've kind of adapted to survive through that patterning. Again, for an example, maybe an abusive father who would get mad at the little things as a means of survival. So you maybe had to tiptoe around or sneak around to avoid that frequency, that energy, the yelling. While for you, it may not have been so severe, but somewhere along the sidelines, the energy message is that you cannot address this head on because people will no longer love, approve, respect, like, etc. Me, you, whatever. So we became encoded. It was absorbed. So it's this engaging in this pattern, unconsciously usually, that really solidifies it. So just bring awareness to it, and then it becomes easier to move through, to flow through like water. So we do have options. We always have options in our reality. So explore what your heart believes to be true about you today in your inner world. Keep an open mind and see through the eyes of the universe, a different perspective, maybe an opportunity, light sheds upon it. So you may find yourself uncovering some false beliefs using the Seven of Swords. And remember, in the world of spirit, a belief is based on what our heart feels to be true, the sacred, sacral, and our sacred heart. So what you feel to be true is what we intend to create and make true. landing in reality, even create. So it's the facts, the intellect, the ideas, even the evidence of that. It's not going to appear yet. So just feeling into your heart, not into your head, climbing into your skin, feel what is true and authentic for you. And for an affirmation to take into the weekend, I would simply affirm, left hand on my heart, that I am transforming out of an old, outdated system of beliefs and aligning into the one that resonates or vibrates highly with my heart, because we've got that frequency. And remember, an attitude of gratitude is streaming for 22 days. Actually, streaming that into the future would be great. Believing in yourself, heartfelt, the magical being that resides within you, or the Mage. And so I'll see you on Monday. Be sure to join the 22 Days of Gratitude offerings. There'll be a gift in your inbox at midnight each night. So yeah, I'm staying up till midnight. Super exciting. Thanks for tuning in and watching the replay. And I will see you, as usual, on the other side. Ashe.
But being that we have entered the season of Sagittarius and that our heart authentically believes, Sagittarius, what our heart believes authentically, the angelic being Raguel is in the house. So Raguel is, or means, a friend of God, representing relationships, groups, even social order, and his main role is to create a peaceful, friendly environment within family, friends, and so much more. That is why they are friends of God, who can give us the best solutions for all of our life problems, being an angel that is tied to being fair, who brings prosperity and harmony. He also assists us to get rid of discrimination, harassment, the Archangel of Justice and Harmony. He's kind of the highest ranking celestial guardian, if you will, because he focuses on fairness, cooperation, and